You're listening to the best of Flight 1080 on AM 1080 KSCO. Wait a minute, hold on. This is the best we've got? Really? No kidding. You're listening to the best of Flight 1080 on AM 1080 104.1 FM KSCO. Recently on Flight 1080.
Billy Sunshine, you're in the air.
Hey, Billy.
Hey-o.
Billy, I haven't talked to you in a dog's age. How you doing, buddy? Yeah.
Billy, when he goes to the dog park, he's really popular with the ladies.
I bet he is. He's a very charming man, of course.
Flight 1080 with Dave Michaels and Jack Stein. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Right here on AM 1080 KSCO.
Here's what I want to talk about. You know, so on Flight 1080, we like to have a lot of fun. And I like to cover issues and stories that are not always about the news. As a matter of fact, geez, yesterday I did a show with Billy Army. It was fantastic. Not one mention of politics, not even one.
Nice.
Those are my favorite shows, okay?
Oh, well, I'm glad to know that.
But, you know, you also have to cover things that matter.
That's
okay,
true.
now, there's so many things happening. Where do I go? I mean, it's like running around with your chicken cut off, right? Isn't that what it is?
No.
Well, whatever.
Running around like a chicken with your head cut off.
That too. You know, so you're running around, you don't know.
Your chicken cut off.
You don't know up from down. You don't know. So I'm out here running around like, you know, a duck with no head. And I'm looking for issues. So what do I do? Okay, so I would like to know what issues matter to you. Okay, locally, if you're here locally, which issues matter to you? So I came up with a few just to get the phones, you know, just get them warmed up, and I'll start first, okay?
All right.
So which issues matter to you? So that I can focus on a few of them and try to do a good job focusing on just a few. Because I can't cover everything, like I said. I don't want to be running around like some kind of dodo, right?
Chicken, duck, dodo. I'm feeling a bird theme here going on.
Can anybody else feel that the season changing? Can you feel that football weather coming and the Halloween weather?
What,
oh, man, I'm excited.
Okay,
I'm excited.
You didn't notice this because you don't have any hair, but
No.
My hair is like falling out, and I'm like, what's going on? So I Googled it because I'm like, okay, is there something going on? I'm taking my collagen, I'm doing all this, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's like a dog. It sheds. Your head, your hair sheds.
Oh, that's great news for me. I hope that's
right. It starts in late July, and it goes to like the part of the winter.
That's
and I'm like,
bizarre.
I know. I was like,
no wonder. What about fleas? I got fleas. Is that normal too?
You got fleas?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I like to lick myself wherever I can. Whatever's in range of my tongue. Does that? Oh, hey, speaking of that, Cami. Speaking of that, check this out. I can't believe it. So somebody stopped by the Dave Cave and he says, "Hey, Dave, do you have something that no one ever asks for?" And I go, "Sure, sir." And I start digging around and I found these.
What are they?
And now these are part of our pet care section, right? So if you have a pet
that licks himself too much,
but that brought it up, right? Because maybe your pet might get rough elbows. Little kitty cats sometimes their little fur wears off them. So what do you do, Cami? Do you put Band-Aids on there? That would be weird. You don't want to be a weirdo. What you do want to do is maybe put some ouch cream on there. Now this is a part of what we sell along with the longevity. Ouch cream, elbow cream, and nose cream. Now these are little sticks of, I wouldn't really call them cream, maybe like a chapstick consistency.
Do they have like the SPF for the doggy if he's
They have
outdoors?
let me see, olive oil, almond oil, all kinds of different.
You can get burned with that.
Chamomile, St. John's wort.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's good stuff.
Comfy and a whole bunch of
probably don't want to do it while they're outdoors because the oil will,
Listen, Cami, I don't know.
We used to do that when we were kids, put the oil all over us.
I don't know. All I'm going to tell you is this. Now, Arthrodex is the best stuff for pets.
Yeah.
I mean, it is fantastic whether you have a dog, cat, a bat, or a rat.
A dodo.
One of them. Yes, this has nothing to do with that. I mean, I guess you could probably use this on that. It is kind of a sort of cream that would, I guess, you could. I'm not going to tell you what to do with this stuff, okay? You buy it.
Please, let's end the conversation right now.
I'm sure it'll be just fine.
I'm sure it'll be.
Here's the deal. I'm going to be out at the Dave Cave tomorrow from 10 to 2. And if you stop by and purchase your Arthrodex, we will give you a free thing. No one even hears this now. Good going, Cami. Nobody hears anything about my cream. my nose cream, ouch cream, or elbow cream.
Actually, I think that's excellent, and I did not know that you had that stuff there. I have heard a lot about the Arthrodex, so I've heard like a lot of people here who have pets have tried it.
Yeah, well, I don't
And
think
they say
anybody
it's really
heard.
good.
I don't think anybody heard me talk about the ouch cream and the elbow cream and the nose cream.
Sorry.
Okay.
It was funny, though. You gotta
I was just going to tell people that I'll give you one when you buy your Arthrodex
Oh, there you
tomorrow.
go. All
I will
right.
give you one.
All right.
So, what do you think about that?
I think that's a pretty good
fantastic.
deal.
You tell me which one. I don't think it really matters. You tell me which one you want, nose cream, ouch cream, or elbow cream. If you want to find out more details, go to kscohealth.com. That's kscohealth.com tomorrow. Buy your Arthrodex, and I'll give you one of these free little ouch cream things for your pet. How's that sound? And for your dodos, yes. For your those other things, no.
Yeah, for the ouches.
Yes. Ouches.
dear.
Holy mackerel.
I'm telling you, what, Alan and basket right there. Well, how long? We've
Holy
only
cow.
been here to 15 minutes, not even 10 minutes.
Well, what local issues matter to you? Okay? And if you don't want to talk about this, I have a fantastic tale.
Tell me what-
I have a fantastic tale that will scare the daylights out of you.
Oh.
It will scare the daylights out of you. It will scare the socks off you, so I hope you have shoes on. And so that you get time on, make sure your socks don't
All
fly
right,
off. Because they will. If you're not wearing shoes and you're just wearing socks, they will fly off.
I'm going to hear it then.
You want to hear that? Or do you want... Well, let me...
Well, I don't have any socks, but I have shoes.
Let me throw this out there first. Okay,
Okay.
What local issues matter to you? What issues would you like to hear covered more here? And I'm not going to say I'm going to do an excellent job, but I would just like to know which issues matter to you. Here we go. Yes? My list?
Yes,
And then
yes, your list.
As I'm going to this, Cami, you think of one.
Okay.
Okay. How about homelessness? I read an article in the Register
Yeah.
Pajaronian that Watsonville citizens are complaining more and more about homelessness. Now, just like a lot of officers around the state, there's really not much they can do. They can advise them, and they often do. They have a unit. I think it's called the care unit. They go out there and advise them of their options and say, this, and that, but they really can't do a lot. A lot of these guys don't want to go to any kind of a building, and they don't want to abide by the rules, so there's not really
Right.
much they can do. Homelessness, is that something you would like to talk about? Speaking of that, just real briefly, San Francisco has a plan where they can build tiny homes for $10,000.
Yeah, give me one.
And these things are amazing. They, I have more details there, but this is just one solution that we here in Santa Cruz could easily solve. All you
Totally.
need to do is buy the land.
We got to find the land,
And,
right?
and for $10,000 per unit, it's an amazing deal. Whereas just a bed in some kind of shelter is
Right.
$40,000 per bed.
See, I
you
want
can
one of
build
those.
You can for $10,000 you can build a unit that's permanent for
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Billy?
Billy?
Sorry to bother you guys.
Yeah,
We have word just called in from one of our listeners.
I'm
We
in
know
trouble.
about the southbound problem on Highway 17. There's been an accident and traffic slowdown and some stuff going on. Well, apparently some people were gawking going northbound.
Oh, no.
And there's now a 3-car accident right across from where the other accident is on the other side of the freeway.
Jeez.
Gawkers.
So basically what you got is a giant parking lot on Highway 17.
It's a cluster bomb out there. Okay, so here it is, Billy. Thank you. Southbound 17 near Summit Road.
Right.
Trailer and truck parking blocking number 2 lane. That's southbound.
And then northbound, apparently
Northbound.
right across the street from it.
Separate traffic accidents, 5 vehicles.
Yeah.
2 separate accidents, 5 vehicles, all lanes open, but that is obviously going to slow things down. And it is. Yeah, both directions
Yeah.
near the summit. It's just...
Yep.
Well, there's a big, I don't know if
Not
you guys
good.
saw this too. There's also a big protest on Ocean Street at Chase Bake there at Water and Ocean.
What are they protesting?
I don't know. I just drove by. There was like 100 people with signs and pickets and.
It's Santa Cruz.
Well, that's true.
We protest everything.
That's true.
That's
what
anyway,
makes us so
I didn't
unique.
mean to.
No.
Interrupt
Did you
your
like?
flow,
Did you like
man.
our intro?
What about
there,
you, Billy? What issue to you matters most?
Oh, I think right now.
Local issue.
Local issue?
Yeah.
Well, traffic. Traffic's horrible all the time now.
Oh.
It's horrible all the time.
Traffic.
It really is.
Billy, the problem is there's nothing we can do about
Well,
it, though.
I understand. I get that.
I just want to know which topics we should cover more of.
He
right?
doesn't really want to discuss it right now.
Should we discuss traffic solutions? What do you want to hear more of on Flight 1080? Homelessness, the building department,
I've
water,
gotta tell you,
crowded housing, traffic.
I on Flight 1080.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on Flight 1080. If you're asking specifically about your program, what I heard in the first 20 minutes of this program today. I was laughing.
Thank you.
I was very, very amused.
What a weird start.
Dave and I are pretty good at that.
Sometimes the weird starts are just the best. I'll remember that slip-up you had there
right?
For quite a while. And by the way, I used the nose cream on one of my dogs.
Oh, I thought you used it on yourself.
No, it works, man.
Yeah.
Zorro was always he would dig in the garden. And so the nose cream does work.
Oh, good.
I'm surprised you
Well, I just found these. I don't know how they escaped detection, but I just found them. I found a good handful of them, maybe 20 of these.
They crawled out of the box so they wouldn't get sold?
Yeah, I don't know, but we got them. I got them now. We have nose cream, ouch cream, and elbow cream, and you can get one for free when you purchase your Arthrodex tomorrow.
Do you want a hint? I'll give you
Yeah.
Okay, this is unofficial. I've never tried this, but I would suspect that all of those creams could be used on the owner just as good as the pet.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
I've got some rough elbows.
If you got dry elbows, hey.
I got some rough elbows.
But you don't want to use it for what Cami said, because that would burn.
What?
Right? Probably the chamomile or whatever. I'm sure
it
would burn.
Fortunately, she didn't get it all the way out.
Right.
It didn't come all...
That's because you don't use enough of this. That's why. Again, we don't care what you do with it. I'm just making the offer.
Did you? Well,
right.
Did you like my? I was going to say my cover, but apparently I like my recoup
dude.
on that.
Wow. All right. Thank you.
He thinks this one was good. He should have been here with Patty. Boy, that was.
Wow. What a weird start. What a weird start.
Okay. Start. We have so much fun together, Dave.
Oh, dude, I think this is great. This is great.
I think you and I are the funniest hosts.
Really?
Together.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I do.
479
479-1080. I want to hear somebody else tell me no.
Okay.
Who else is funnier than you and I?
Here's something else I want to talk about just a little bit. I'm curious. I want to know. No, I've noticed that the fog is starting to roll in.
Yes.
Right? And now it's harvest season.
We
all know that it's time to harvest pumpkins, and we all know that it's time to harvest eggplant. Yeah, I know, right?
One thing I hate in the world is eggplant.
That's the only thing I hate in this world is eggplant. It's on the top of my list.
I'm feeling like Lou.
We all know it's harvest time. Tomatoes, right? It's a beautiful time. This is when the Pilgrims and the Indians were partying down because this is when food was plentiful.
Yep,
right?
Yep.
Okay.
The harvest moon.
Now, it's foggy.
I know. I love it. I love the fog.
Yeah, you love it, but you know who doesn't love it?
My hair.
No. Our friend, Cannabis.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if there's any people out there. If there's any people out there.
I can imagine.
And I would think, now, I don't even touch it, and I'm not endorsing, I'm not doing nothing like that, I'm not doing anything like that, but it is legal in the state of California. There's a lot of people who have turned this into an industry.
Right.
We live in Santa Cruz. Is it not time to pull them out? If you're growing, it's time to get them out of the ground because the fog will cause them to mold,
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Right?
Or durations of it. It depends.
Now, if you live above the fog line, I'm thinking if you live up in the hills, you can and you don't have to worry about the fog. Is this true or not? 479-1080. You can also send a text message to 218-KSCO. Is the fog a problem for our farming buddies? Mm-hmm. And aren't
most of the growing places, aren't they up there in the hills? I mean, is there anything down here? The shops are down here. You know, you go in and buy it.
Right.
But I have a funny feeling that they're kind of up in the hills.
Most of them?
That's what I would think. I mean, if you're buying a business and you got to do that, right? You want to make sure that you've got it in the right spot. I would think that would be it.
Recently on Flight 1080.
The falling leaves. Life goes by. Little did he know, as he faded from life at age 78, after having a hemorrhage, unable to use his limbs, he thought back to his youth, the happy days, frolicking, a vibrant parvenu in Pacific Grove, flaunting himself with all the young children at the Buck Festival. But then the leaves fell, the coffin doors opened. He remembered his lost love, and slowly, as the sunlight faded, his vision faded, and he left this world. Goodbye, cello. Cello. I like cello judge. I like cello shots.
Flight 1080 with Dave Michaels and Jack Stein. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Right here on AM 1080 KSCO. It's the best of Flight 1080 on AM 1080 KSCO Santa Cruz.